Today's video lesson is about es and son and using those two verb conjugations to describe items. So we are going to include the vocabulary from los colores, and then we're also going to include vocabulary from los útiles de escolar, or los útiles escolares, y que tienes en la mochila. So you'll need to be familiar with both of those in order to participate in this lesson. So enjoy. La descripción con es y son. Español en línea con Señora Corona. First of all, I want to talk to you guys about the two verbs that we're going to be using today. They're verb conjugations. The first one is es. The word es in English means is, and it is used to describe one object. So the word es is singular. And then the word son means are in English. It's used to describe two or more objects, and therefore it is plural. Okay, so these are the two primary words that we're going to be using today, and that's the majority of what our lesson is going to be about. So we're going to start with un ejemplo. All right, so the first sentence that we're going to take a look at is the pen is blue. El bolígrafo es azul. And I want to break this sentence down for you word by word. So we're going to start with el bolígrafo. That means the pen. Es, is, azul, blue. Okay, pretty simple. This is one construction that does conjugate or does translate word for word. It's pretty easy to form these sentences. All right, so the next sentence that we're going to look at is the pens are blue. Los bolígrafos son azules. So word by word, los bolígrafos, the pens, son, are, azules, blue. And then one thing I need to point out to you, you should remember from a previous lesson, but when we're talking about adjectives and using words that describe, they have to match in both number and gender to the item that they're describing. So here, los bolígrafos is plural, and it's masculine, and therefore azul also has to become plural. Since azul is gender neutral, we don't have to change the gender, but we do have to make sure that it also becomes plural. All right, so singular versus plural. I want you to take a look at these sentences. El bolígrafo es azul. So let's take a look at the first part. El bolígrafo. Is it singular or plural? It is singular. What about es? It is also singular. And then azul? It is also singular. So when you look at this sentence, all of the elements in the sentence, the noun, the verb, and the adjective are all singular, okay? Los bolígrafos son azules. Los bolígrafos is plural. Son is plural. And then azules is also plural. Okay? So when you are looking at these sentences and you're trying to construct them yourself, if you're having trouble figuring out whether or not something is supposed to be singular or plural, you can always look at the other elements in the sentence and compare them to each other. And what you want to do is make everything match. All right, let's do a little bit of práctica. The pencil is brown. Okay, so we're gonna form this word for word. The pencil, el lápiz, es brown, marrón. Now you can also use café here. Either word is perfectly fine, just as long as you are making it singular to match el lápiz. Now, if we wanted to form the pencils are brown, los lápices son marrones. Now, just a very small thing to note, the word marrón has an accent in it, and when you make it plural, the accent goes away. And that's because of the way the stress is formed in the word and the purpose of accents. So if you were to use café, you would write cafés because it has to be plural, but the accent would remain, okay? The highlighter is pink. El marcatextos es rosado. Now, if you chose to use rosa here, that is perfectly fine. Rosa is gender neutral, so even though marcatextos is masculine, rosa would stay the same. The highlighters are pink. Los marcatextos son rosados. Okay. Also, rosas would be acceptable here. It does need to become plural, but it does not become masculine. So those are the two examples that we've got today. This concept is super simple. I don't anticipate that you guys will have any difficulties with it. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.